Okay, here I will have conversation now. My talk will be in three parts. The first is definition of learning loss. After that, I will talk about cause of occurrence and finally how to overcome learning loss. The COVID-19 pandemic is not over yet. The students still have to follow the policy of the government to implement distance learning. One thing is to worry about is that if distance learning lasts for a long time, it will result in learning loss. What is definition of learning loss? Learning loss is the loss of students' knowledge and abilities, either specifically or in general, which is influenced by various factors. This term is often interpreted as an academic setback related to a prolonged gap or an educational process that is not going well. In the guidelines for the implementation of learning in the COVID-19 pandemic period, learning loss is referred to as a form of decreasing learning achievement. During the pandemic, education is conducted online, where there are gaps in access and quality of learning. This is what causes the emergence of learning loss and decreased students' learning achievement. A study found that face-to-face learning can lead to better academic achievement than distance learning. Okay, that's all about definition of learning loss and what is the cause of occurrence of learning loss. The first is online learning. If we do online learning, it's certain that we need an internet quota in order to access the internet. Unfortunately, not everyone can adapt to change in education during the pandemic. Distance learning carried out during the pandemic also has the potential to cause violence in children. Without school, many children have thrived in violence that is perpetrated at home because the school mentoring process does not run directly. Violence against children cannot be detected. The second cause of occurrence is student motivation decrease when online learning is down. According to data from the Indonesian Survey Institute in early September 2021, most students are considered to have started to get tired of undergoing distance learning, as seen from their enthusiasm for participating in learning. In fact, 23.8% of teachers assessed that students did not have the motivation of learn. This data is one proof of the decline in the quality of education, where students have no interest in learning, including participating in learning and understanding the material. The last cause of occurrence event is inadequate infrastructure and facilities in online learning. In online learning is inseparable from the means that support the process learning. Every element of the school, both teacher, principal, and students experience change suddenly have to adjust with the current condition. Therefore, readiness, learning support facilities and infrastructure that should be used attention to the characteristic and readiness availability of facilities that will support the learning process. However, there is a change in learning face-to-face was transferred to online learning. There are obstacles or barriers faced by students and educators. How to overcome learning loss during this pandemic? The first solution is make the learning atmosphere as similar as possible to school. Even in a pandemic, there is nothing wrong with parents making the house like that atmosphere at school, so that the child does not lose his enthusiasm for learning. Parents can ask the child to take a shower and put on school uniform before carrying out distance learning. Parents can also do the same as going to school, starting from the gate until entering the classroom. Invite the child to move rooms every change of subject to avoid boredom. Try to keep the child disciplined in listening to the lessons from the teacher and not lose focus or play during class hours. The second solution is give children learning support media. If parents feel that the lessons their children get from school are too textual, parents can be compensated by providing supporting media. For example, when a child is learning multiplication, parents can give him a real object such as a bit of visualize the formula and the application of the multiplication. In addition, parents can also invite him to explore the surrounding environment that so that he can find out real life examples. The last solution is invite children to refresh regularly. Children who show the characteristic of learning loss will usually be less enthusiastic in going throughout the day. Therefore, try to invite children to refresh regularly so that their spirits return to normal. Because there is still a pandemic atmosphere, people should do refreshing activities at home or in a place that is not crowded around the house. When at home, parents can invite their children to play exciting games such as Monopoly, card games, puzzle, karaoke, and play console games. For outdoor activities, parents can invite him to jump rope, marbles, play in the rain, to take a walk or a leisurely jog in. Okay, that's all about my presentation. Always take care of your health and don't forget to be happy. Thank you for watching and see you.